All of the stories in this video are true and have been selected because they are among the scariest that we've ever heard. From terrifying phone calls to haunted devices, these are some of the most frightening tales that will keep you up at night. Number 10. The Stalker Who Never Gave Up. A young woman from Alabama received a series of creepy text messages from a stalker who had somehow gotten his hands on her phone number. She was initially polite with him, but he soon became violent and threatened her life. When she blocked his number, he called her from another phone and continued to harass her. He would show up at her house and bang on the door while she was hiding inside. Eventually, the police became involved and caught the man. However, 2 years later, she received another call from the same number, and he is still at large. Number 9. The Haunted iPhone. A man from England sold his iPhone 6 South on eBay after it began exhibiting strange behavior, including making phone calls on its own. The new owner discovered that the phone had a hidden password, and when he deleted it, he found a video of a ghostly little girl. The phone then began making regular calls to a number in Brazil, and when he answered, he could hear crying and whispering in the background. The man took the phone back to the seller, but he claimed to know nothing about it. And so the haunting continues. No. 8. The Wrong Number. A young woman was just relaxing in her home one evening when her phone started ringing. Assuming it was just a wrong number, she decided to answer anyway. On the other end of the line was a man who sounded distraught and was clearly in a panic. He explained that he had just been in a car accident and was now trapped inside the wreckage. He begged the woman to call the police and help him, but she assumed that it was some kind of prank call and hung up. Not long after, she saw the news report about a car accident and a man who had been trapped inside the vehicle for hours. When the police finally arrived, they found out that he had died from his injuries. The woman felt terrible knowing that she had the chance to save his life, but didn't. Number 7. The Babysitter. A babysitter from Ohio was looking after a 4-year-old girl one night when she heard a knock at the door. When she went to investigate, she found a creepy clown doll on the doorstep. Confused and frightened, she brought the doll inside and showed it to the little girl, who immediately started crying. The babysitter then received a text message from an unknown number which read, "You should be taking care of my daughter." She tried to call the police, but the line was dead. She grabbed the phone and ran out into the night, leaving the girl behind. No. 6. The Hitchhiker. A hitchhiker from California accepted a ride from a friendly driver who offered to take him to his destination. However, during the journey, the driver began acting strangely and kept trying to engage the hitchhiker in conversation. He eventually stopped the car in a secluded area and told the hitchhiker that he needed to use his bathroom. When he returned, the driver's behavior had changed and he was now being evasive and aggressive. The hitchhiker managed to escape and call the police, who later discovered that the driver had a history of abducting hitchhikers. 5. The Ghostly Phone Call. A woman from Colorado was at home one night when her phone rang. She answered the call and was shocked to hear her own voice on the other end of the line. She then started asking questions and realized that the person on the other end knew intimate details about her life. The woman hung up and tried to call back, but the number was disconnected. She soon received a series of cryptic text messages from someone who seemed to know everything about her. To this day, she has no idea who the caller was or why they were stalking her. Number 4. The Abandoned House. A group of friends from Pennsylvania decided to explore an abandoned house in their neighborhood. One of them brought along a Ouija board, and as they began communicating with the spirits, things started to get weird. They heard footsteps, shaking and chains dragging metal moans. One of the girls was then levitated and scratched up by unseen forces. The friends ran away, but one of the guys stayed behind to investigate. He soon found a hidden room containing a coffin, and when he opened it, a skeletal hand reached out and grabbed his wrist. No. 3. The Clown. A woman from New York was at home one night when she heard a knock at the door. She opened it to find a creepy clown standing on her doorstep. Before she could react, the clown forced his way inside and started chasing her around the house. The woman screamed and tried to hide, but the clown was relentless. She eventually found her phone and called the police, who arrived just in time to see the clown running away. When they searched the house, they found that it had been ransacked and valuable items were missing. No. 2. The Ring. A man from Florida received a mysterious package in the mail, which turned out to be a ring. P put it on, and soon started experiencing strange symptoms such as headaches, nausea, and blurred visions. The ring also seemed to be pulsating with an otherworldly energy. When he tried to remove it, he found that it was stuck and would not come off. The man then collapsed and was rushed to the hospital, where he later died. The cause of death was never determined, but many believe that the ring was cursed. No. 1. The Device. A man from Texas purchased a laptop from a pawn shop without realizing that it was possessed by a demon. Soon after using the device, he started experiencing strange phenomena, such as flickering lights, moving objects, and disembodied voices. The man tried to take the laptop back, but the pawnshop owner refused to accept it. He then attempted to destroy the laptop, but it simply kept reappearing in different places. The man eventually called the police and told them about the haunted laptop, but they didn't believe him and arrested him for trying to steal it from the pawn shop. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and to leave a like and comment if you enjoyed the video.